Hello Awaken Intuitives, welcome back and welcome to any new Awaken Intuitives. Natalie here. I hope you're all doing well. If you're following Dylan Rounds' case, that's what I'm here for today. And if not, and you don't know what's gone on, I suggest you can go look at my first Dylan Rounds reading. I did a second reading. I did a third reading with 4 parts. And so now I'm back to do a reading on 2 specific people, okay? All this information is for entertainment purposes only, but these 2 people is James/Jim Brenner and Chase Venstra. So that's what we're gonna do reading on today. I'm just lighting my coal. I was able to break it up into 4 parts because it was just huge. And now I picked out my resin and I picked out 7 archangels. And so I'm gonna just add that on top of the coal. The coal stinks really bad, but once you add the resin, it smells a lot better, that's for sure. And this is one of my favorite resins, 7 archangels. Oh, my kids. You know how they are, right? They fight. So I'm just gonna add a few, and hopefully it'll last for the entire reading. Usually it burns for a while. I might just have to add a few more little pieces of resin on there to keep getting smoke. Anyway, it's like an incense. I do have my sage going, and I do have a sandalwood incense going. I'm going to timestamp this video, so if you want to skip through to the prayer, skip through to the singing bowl, or just straight to the read, you can do that. And I think that's enough, and let's begin. I'm going to read the information I have on James/Jim Brenner. I'm going to call him Brenner, and Chase. So to let you know what's gone on, what their kind of background is, and what's happening now, and so on. So I am going to, oh yeah, that smells really good. It's super sweet. I'm going to just put this in front of the camera so we have some smoke going, because I enjoy seeing this smoke just rise up in readings and the videos. My sage keeps going out super quick. Yep, it's completely out. I sat here for about 5 minutes, keeping it lit, blowing on it to keep it going. I mean, I've got this torch here, and sometimes it doesn't want to stay lit. And I am grateful in a way because I do not want to cause any damage. So I might as well knock on wood there. All right, okay. And if you want to know any of my previous readings on Dylan, I will list all of those in the description below. I mean, that's going pretty good now. Okay, cool. All right, so let's read the information I have, and I got to timestamp this, so I gotta make sure I can do that. And I might do that right here. So we're gonna start reading, and then I'll do a prayer, then the singing bowl, then we're gonna begin the read. So let's do 410 info. Okay, all right. 410. Okay, here we go. So here's the information I have gotten off Jim/James Brenner. He's called Jim, and Chase Venstra. So here we go. Chase Venstra was the barefooted, bloody, beat-up man that had a run-in with Dylan Rounds. He has criminal history and drug use background. It is believed that Dylan ended up giving Chase a ride, which people say they seen this with their own eyes. After Dylan's disappearance, Chase willingly contacted the authorities, wanting to give his alibi to them. Willingly, okay? Kurt Rodsworth gave Candace, Dylan's mother, family, and the authorities the runaround, claiming he knew or thought that Chase was holding Dylan hostage at a location. This was never true. Chase Venstra was arrested in Davis County, Utah on June 4th. Dylan Rounds was last seen on May 26th and last heard from on May 28th. Chase Venstra was seen on camera 200 miles away from Lucin, Utah at 10 p.m. This was the day, I believe, Dylan was last seen or heard from. Okay, Chase Venstra was charged of possession of a firearm by a restricted person convicted felon. The violations consisted of 1, a Ruger 300 Win Mag, 2, a Remington 243 Win Caliber, 3, a 22 Ruger 4 12-gauge shotgun, and 5, another 22 caliber, and 6, a 20-gauge shotgun, which had no visible serial number. Also ammunition. In April of 2017, Chase Venstra was convicted in Utah's 3rd District Court of 2 counts of larceny, 3rd-degree felonies. On May 12, 2022, investigators with the Davis County Sheriff's Office and Box Elder Sheriff's Office executed a residential search warrant on Venstra's known residence in West Point City in conjunction with a homicide investigation. Inside of Venstra's motorhome were 2 firearms. There were reviewed jail calls from Venstra to a third party, Witness A. During those phone calls, Venstra directed Witness A to enter Venstra's motorhome and remove items to include duffel bags, currency, and drug paraphernalia. Witness A confirmed to Venstra over jail calls that he did enter the motorhome and removed items. A search warrant was executed at Witness A's residence on June 12, 2022. During that time, Witness A confirmed he had removed a duffel bag out of the motorhome upon Venstra's request and eventually stated that Venstra also transported multiple firearms and ammunition to Witness A's residence prior to Venstra's arrest and requested Witness A store the firearms in his residence. 3 firearms were located in a water heater closet in Witness A's garage. Witness A told all 3 firearms were Venstra's. An ammunition can metal box was also located in the same closet space where the rifles were located and was full of various calibers of ammunition. A tactical bulletproof vest was also turned over to investigators by Witness A that had multiple AR-15 style magazines in the pouches of the vest. Those magazines had multiple rounds of ammunition inserted in the magazine. Witness A stated that Venstra was also the owner of this ammunition. Witness A was interviewed and initially stated that he had cooperated and turned over all of Venstra's firearms. However, he stated that there was a crawl space in his child's bedroom inside of the room where Venstra could have snuck into his home and hid something else. That crawl space was located and searched, and 1 more firearm was located. This firearm was a 300 Win Mag bolt-action rifle equipped with a scope. Upon questioning, Witness A later admitted that he stored that rifle at Venstra's request. On June 12th, Venstra was interviewed. Venstra stated that he did possess firearms in his motorhome prior to his arrest. He stated that he believed there should be 4 total firearms inside of the motorhome. During that interview, Venstra stated that he did ask Witness A to store the firearms found at the residence. Box Elder County Sheriff's Office / FBI made a joint press release dated 7/7/22, July 7th. Incident: Dylan Rounds missing person criminal investigation update. During the course of this investigation, multiple persons have been interviewed by the Box Elder County Sheriff's Office, the FBI, and other assisting agencies. Multiple arrests have been made for unrelated warrants and crimes that have been discovered during this process when Dylan Rounds was not located early on the search effort. The investigation focused on the possibility of Dylan being the victim of a crime. The current totality of information gathered from the many interviews and searches, along with the analysis of both physical evidence and forensic data, has identified James/Jim Brenner as a suspect. Brenner is currently being held in the Weber County Jail on unrelated federal firearm charges. No criminal charges have been filed specifically regarding the Dylan Rounds case. This investigation is not complete and remains active. Law enforcement investigators are continuing to work to locate Dylan and find answers. At this time, no further information or comment related to this criminal investigation will be released. As we've stated before, if you have knowledge regarding of Dylan Rounds, call the Box Elder County Sheriff's Office. Our 24/7 dispatch non-emergency phone numbers are 435-723-5227. Another one and another one. I will list all of that in the description below as well. You can also send private messages through the Box Elder County Sheriff's Office Facebook page. Released by Chief Deputy Cade Palmer. Okay. James Brenner, also known as Jim, was a person who helped Dylan on the farm and lived squatted on the land where the grain shed is located. He is not Don, aka DH, the friend of the family who mutually decided to part company from helping Dylan on the farm based on a difference of opinion on priorities. July 8th, ABC 4 News posted an article saying James Brenner was painted as a violent man who shouldn't be released from jail. Brenner was named a suspect by authorities, for the disappearance of Dylan Rounds. Friday, Brenner appeared in federal court, on firearms violations. He pleaded not guilty to the charges against him. There was no mention of Brenner being tied to Dylan's disappearance. He was either squatting on Dylan's property or at the property adjacent to Dylan, and he had no right to be there, said Deputy U.S. Attorney Carlos Esquita. According to Candace, Dylan's mother, Brenner often helped her son at his farm. In fact, she said Dylan's boots were found near where Brenner was staying on her son's property. Brenner's the main suspect in Dylan's disappearance, and there's a $100,000 reward offered for his whereabouts. Candace acknowledged that the key to solving Dylan's disappearance is with Brenner. He has the answers, she says. During Brenner's detention hearing, prosecutors say he is a danger to the community and should not be back out on the streets. He currently has an outstanding warrant from Box Elder County where he allegedly beat up a man using a lawn chair. And he also served time for attempted murder. Okay. Oh, he has a lengthy history of violence, said Carlos Esquita. He had a shootout before. He has a history of shooting at people, and despite that, he is a convicted felon. He continues to carry firearms. Brenner's attorney, Tessa Hansen, said the attempted murder in Maryland happened 30 years ago, and the charge was dropped to malicious shooting. She said he has only had 2 gun violations over the past 30 years. Okay. Hansen said she was unaware of the outstanding warrant in Box Elder County. After hearing of Brenner's criminal past, Dylan's mother was even more convinced that Brenner was more than a suspect. I think James did something to him, Candace said. I think he snapped, and especially hearing more of it in court. Brenner was denied bail and returned to the Weber County Jail. His trial is set for September 12th. But he will return to state court Monday in Box Elder County. He's facing more gun violations. James Brenner is 58 years old. He was a neighbor and family friend of Rounds, who police say was squatting in a trailer on land where deputies found Dylan's boots and grain truck. He has no work history and is currently unemployed and has no verifiable residence. The defendant, Brenner, was trespassing and squatting on property. As part of their search for Dylan Rounds, investigators served several search warrants. 2 of them led to federal cases against men who had interacted with Dylan Rounds before his disappearance. James Brenner, Jim, and Chase Venstra. Okay, James Brenner, 58, and Chase Venstra, 41. According to a neighbor identified in court documents as DH, Don, at some point after Rounds' disappearance, Brenner asked him to conceal 3 black powder guns and a .22 caliber rifle without a serial number. After being contacted by the FBI, DH gave the weapons to authorities. Citing past felony convictions, they charged Brenner with being a felon in possession of a firearm. Brenner pleaded guilty on May 21st and has already been sentenced to 33 months in prison for another firearm charge. The latest court documents were unsealed Wednesday. Venstra, charged with a federal firearms offense, was remanded without bail by U.S. Magistrate Judge Brooke C. Wells. Investigators say they found Venstra's 2 guns in his motorhome May 12th, 2 weeks before Rounds' disappearance. Palmer had previously issued a blunt warning to anyone who may have been involved in Rounds' disappearance. If somebody's laying low that was involved in this or knows something and they think they lay low long enough, we're just going to go away, that's not going to happen. Okay, and then I also did another note. Also, when a friend asked why That's Dawn, DH. Why? To Brenner about, why do you need me to conceal your guns? When Brenner asked for them to conceal his firearms, Brenner stated that he needed to do this for his own safety, and that the last time he had trouble with the law, they took everything from him. He didn't want things to be taken again. This friend was also a friend of the Rounds family. Okay, that's what I have. Okay, where I got that information, I will post those in, I will link those in the description below as well. Okay, so now, I've got my questions written down. I did think of another question. Okay, I got it. This is number 61. Okay, were any of Venstra's guns going to loosen Utah be transported there for use? Okay, all right guys, now I have to make sure I do my timestamps, and we're gonna begin the prayer. Oh my gosh, it's already 16. I'll do 16:10 for the prayer. Okay, and I hope you guys will be a part of this prayer. It is so very important, so we can be a part of this together. It's more powerful, and all that, and it's for safety, protection, guidance, all of that, answers. Almost all my stuff went out. I cannot believe this. I've barely got my coal going. Maybe I should have lit an entire coal. I do want this all to go, especially for my prayer. My sandalwood's still going, which is nice. I need to light my sage again before I start the prayer. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna hurry, right? I might just have to change the timestamp for the prayer. Yeah, maybe I will. Yeah. And I do have some background music playing for higher consciousness healing, crown chakra. Wow, when I get it going, it goes, but it goes out quick. Okay, and then I'm gonna light this. This is forest. Come on, I like to smoke. And then I'm gonna light another coal. That's crazy. That should have not went out that quick. Usually these stay lit forever. It's supposed to light itself pretty much. There it goes. It's going. It's going. The coal stinks. Whew. Yeah, really bad. Okay. I'm gonna do my 7 archangels again. It's cool. They're like little pink and green and yellow colored resin. Oh, that one didn't go on there. Come on. Burn! Okay, I want this to go for a while. Yes. Yeah, it's going, guys. Okay. It's going good. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Can you see the resin on there? I love it. Okay. No wonder why they use them in temples. Okay. Oh, but I want it to go into the video. All right. Now let me redo the time on the prayer. So prayer at 19:10. Okay. Let's do this prayer. We're going to begin now. And here we go. Divine source, protectors, and ancestors of the light only, archangels, thank you so much for us being here. Thank you for this prayer. Thank you for providing us and this channel each of us with our abilities and tools and coming together to build connections. Thank you so much for the answers, the signs, the synchronicities that you provide us with, the higher consciousness, the connections to you. Thank you so much for us all being here to be able to work on these cases the best that we can, to bring clarity, to bring knowledge, however we can, even just to spread awareness. Thank you for that. I do want to pray and ask for protection, guidance, and safety for me and my family and everybody who is watching as well, for all of our inner and outer lives against anything negative, evil, or unholy in any way, shape, or form. I do want to ask that if there are any attacks, accusations, hidden agendas, anything negative, evil, or unholy, ties, cords, attachments, influences, anything that's tried to be sent our way in any way that is negative, I ask that you'll cut those out, detach those, block those immediately, and send them right back to their source. I do want to ask that you'll walk me through the cards, help guide me through the cards, help guide me to be aware and focused. I ask that you'll bring truth and clarity in through the cards and anything else that we may be aware of. Help us be aware and mindful, and open-minded as well. Thank you so very much. Archangels, please wrap your blanket of light around our inner and outer lives. Surround us, please, with your knowledge, abundance, joy, health, prosperity, unconditional love, empathy and sympathy, understanding, and respect as much as possible, clarity as well, and truth. Thank you so very much. And amen. Okay, there's that. And let's do the singing bowl. And I will ding it twice and then sing it. So just so you're aware, I'll count down and then do that so it's not super loud in your ear if it is. Okay, so singing bowl we will do at 22:5. Okay. All right, let's do the singing bowl. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Okay, that was a good one. Man, there's a couple knocks. I think it's my son. He's like below me in his room. He's gonna be 10 on July 21st. I cannot believe it. And then I'm gonna have a 6-year-old on September 2nd. I'm just like, what is going on with them? All right. Okay. My sage went out again, and the incense. I don't know what the heck is going on, but usually at least my incense sticks usually stay lit the entire time. And so I don't know what's going on. Stay lit. Okay. I just got to stop messing with this stuff. Okay, I'm going to stay here forever. All right, so we're going to do the read now. We're going to pull a blessing card always first. And let's do this at 23. Oh, 58. Okay, blessing card. Here we go. Okay. Divine source, protectors, archangels, and ancestors of the light only. Can you please give us any answers or guidance or just a blessing card for this reading, please? And we're doing it on Jim, Brenner, James, and Chase Venstra. Okay, can we get a blessing card, please? They almost want to come out. They keep being forced back in. One flipped sideways. Aw, we got Archangel Gabriel. Wow. Okay, Archangel Gabriel says, you are blessed to receive this Archangel card, and your guidance is to invoke Archangel Gabriel, who works on the white ray for grace and purification. Oh. Okay, it is time to release old memories, ingrained habits, and mental patterns which lower your vibrations. The ingrained reminds me of the grain truck. Okay, wow. Archangel Gabriel will bring order and discipline into your life so that everything runs smoothly. Wow. You can also call on him to bring you clarity and joy. You are reminded that you are a beautiful light and wise spirit, and that only the material mantle disguises your true self. So envision yourself surrounded by pure white light. Let your pure spirit emerge and fly. Affirmation, I am pure and light. That's so interesting about the ingrained. It reminds me of the grain truck. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna set this right about there. I'm gonna set this back here. I have I just picked out a bunch of crystals for today. And they're just kind of everywhere, but I had to have a few because I needed to come in the bedroom. I got my family home. All right, guys, we're gonna begin with our first question. And I have 61, and I know I'm gonna have more, so hopefully it's not too long of a read. Hopefully I don't have to make a second part, but okay, so let's pick out, I'm gonna do the light seers, and I'm gonna knock out any possible previous energy. Okay. I hear the birdies tweeting outside. And you know what's so cool? I had like 4 blue jays at my house all the time, and they would just squawk and get cat food and bird seed and my chicken scratch, and they were around all the time, and they left. And they say they don't usually migrate or anything like that, but they did leave around springtime, and they came back. Sorry. I'm going into stuff, but last fall I had literally over 50 blue jays in my yard just for a few hours, and then they were gone. So they've got to migrate at some point. Anyway, let's begin. So sorry. Okay, does James Jim know what happened to Dylan? I'm gonna call him Brenner. Okay, does Brenner know what happened to Dylan? Does Brenner know what happened to Dylan, please? Does Brenner know what happened to Dylan, please? Okay, we've got the 3 of Wands, and now we have the 6 of Wands. It reminds me of 369. 369. Okay, so, but we have 3-6. So the 3 of Wands is making plans. It can be taking action to make plans. And it's a woman with a surfboard, and there's an ocean. And then we have the 6 of Wands, which is victoriousness, a spotlight on stage, victory, plans. Or the 3 wands could be 3 energies. Spotlight. There's a wreath on her wand. So here's the 3 wands. Plans. Okay. And then we have the 6 of wands. Victoriousness, spotlight, self-recognition. Okay, I'm gonna I want to read this one out of the guidebook. Let's find that, and I'll hold it up for you while I read it. 6 of Wands. It says, badass success leadership, accomplishments, being seen, becoming an influencer, victory, optimism, inspiring others. Relish the sweetness of this victory. Something that you've been working toward is finally coming to a successful fruition, and it's time to celebrate your wins. Beautiful seer, gift yourself permission to bask in the warm glow of accomplishments and allow the supportive community interesting around you to witness and appreciate the progress you've made. Witness? Community witness? Oh my gosh, you guys. Taking time to see your own radiance is important as making the next move on your journey. Accepting success will seed more of it. Others will turn to you for wisdom now. So step up and share your brilliance in shadow. This card points, it's not in shadow. Okay, and it says, I am worthy of the success and I am grateful that I am seen. But I want to know what else this Three of Wands says as well. Energy manifested, waiting for the results of your effort, the arrival of opportunities, finally understanding your ambitions, continuous improvement and moving in the right direction, progress. You've been doing the work, light seer, planning, seeing, learning. Watch for the signs that your dream is on the way because they are everywhere. Take pride, okay, in the progress you've made, for your past efforts have created the momentum that you need to get the ball rolling. Today you are moving through energy you created in the past, and being here ready and waiting is a milestone that you should recognize as a success. While there is still work to be done, know that you are headed in the right direction and that you will see your big waves coming in soon. When you arrive, you may not know exactly how to ride them, but you will be ready to learn. Look for that new relationship, the new client, or that lucky break on the horizon, for the arrival is imminent. I am expectant and optimistic, and I know that my dream is on its way. Okay. It's like, were there plans? Did he plan? What, does he know what happened to Dylan? Plans and victoriousness? Okay, let's move on. Does Chase know what happened to Dylan? Does Chase Venstra know what happened to Dylan? Okay, now we have Wands again. This is Seven of Wands. This is defensiveness, and taking an action to build a bubble around yourself, to protect yourself. There's sand dunes behind her, and I want to read this out of the guidebook as well. Does Chase Venstra know what happened to Dylan? So it says challenge, grounding, and protecting yourself, movement and growth, creative innovation, remaining ahead, feeling vulnerable, a sign to continue to share your ideas, self-expression. Haters, they'll emerge only after you've made it to your perch, whipping their wands about and asking you to defend your accomplishments. Sometimes competition emerges as a result of shining brightly in the world. If you're feeling attacked after sharing your magic, it is important to remember that others likely want what you have. So stand up bravely and continue to do your beautiful thing. Mindfully call feelings of love and well-being into your body and create a protective bubble of energy around you. Remain synchronized and align with your bright vision and reject any low vibe, negative states that others may be pushing. You don't have to accept their opinion as truth, especially when they are vying for your position. Check to make sure you are acting in a way that is aligned with your highest values. And when you know who you are, don't let anyone stop you from achieving your dreams. I am deserving of the success, and I will bravely shine my light into the world. That's very interesting that we've got, with both of them, wands, fire, action, and it's like making plans. I hear a vehicle coming down the road. Sorry, I gotta check. Oh, okay. It's my son's dad. Alright, it is so hot in here. I have like no more smoke. Except now I'm making it. What the heck? Like, seriously? This really is a bummer. I was really hoping, and the coal's still going, so maybe I should put like different resin on here that's like bigger chunks. Yeah, I think I'm going to. That's a real bummer. I'm sorry, I feel real slow today, you guys. I don't know why. Come here. Okay, there's a big, good chunk of frankincense. Just don't burn myself. Ooh, I think that's gonna burn good. And there's another one. Oh yeah, that should burn for freaking ever. Unless if that coal goes out first. Okay, enough, Natalie. All right, I'm so uncomfortable on this floor. Anyway, let's move on. It was said Brenner was a family friend. Was that because Dylan's relationship with him? Was that because they met him through Dylan? Was that because the family met Brenner through Dylan? I cannot do that. Can I just get 1 or 2 cards, please? Can I get 1 or 2 cards? Did they know him through Dylan? Was that because he was a family friend? Oh, we've got the King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. This is truth. This is justice. He sees things in black and white. It can be the Watchers. So there's an owl, there's a bat, there's a raven or crow, and there's a dragonfly. And he's on top of this mountain. And he's got his truth sword. And so I think this is because they met him through Dylan. He's about truth. Yeah. Okay. Whew, that's burning good, guys. Okay. Yeah. See what I'm talking about? All right. All right. So, did Brenner and Dylan argue at all while he was staying on his farm? Before Dylan's disappearance, did Brenner and Dylan argue at all, ever? I have like 8 cards that flipped over, and look what is there. The Devil. Capricorn energy. And I have 2 that are flipped over as well. 2 more. Well, that's so weird how that happened. I don't know how that happened. Okay, the Devil's Capricorn energy. It's malevolence, violence, arguing, fighting, negativity, strings attached. Yeah. It could be drugs, possessions, material things. Wow. Okay, now we have Page of Swords now. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. It's moving to more solid ground. Holy, I'm getting smoked out here. And this can be the spying, the watching card. We just had that King of Swords. That can be the Watchers and spying, kind of. Wow. The King of Swords is usually the Watchers. This is like... Oh my god. I had like no smoke. Now I got way too much smoke. Anyway, so there's that. And we have the 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is regret and draining. So Cups is emotions and feelings. So regret and draining of emotions and feelings. So yeah, I think they argued quite a bit while Brenner was staying on Dylan's property. I think they did argue a lot. I put the Devil backwards. Did you see that? What the heck is going on? This is so interesting. Okay, so now, did Brenner and Dylan get into any physical fights? I seen that card earlier. The Knight of Swords now. Another Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. Knight of Swords is very rash and reckless and quick action. Reckless and rash. Yeah, I think so. Did Dylan make Brenner mad before Dylan disappeared? Ace. Yes. Ace of Wands, yes. Ace of Wands can be the beginning of taking actions. It can be erection. And look, her third eye is lit up. Okay, so I've got to make sure I can put my cards somewhere while I rotate. Okay, so yeah, look what's on the bottom of the deck. And the star is an Aquarius energy, and it's wish fulfillment, channeling, vulnerability. Wow. Okay, yeah, I think they, Dylan made Brenner mad. Okay, so did Dylan ever bring or let Chase on his property? Did Dylan ever let Chase Venstra on his property? Or bring him on his property? Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. She's the seer. She can channel. She's very empathetic, nurturing, and caring. So I think maybe Dylan had some care and sympathy for Chase. But did Dylan ever bring Chase on his farm, his property? Did Dylan ever bring him on his property? Three of Swords. Wow. Okay, Three of Swords can be heartbreak, three-way hurt, three energies hurt. And swords can be words too, so it can just be words. But it's some kind of three-way heartbreak. Three swords in the heart, three energies hurt. Could have been three different times. We're getting that three energies again. Okay. I'll pull a couple more cards and then we'll get a new deck. Was Dylan's disappearance planned? Was Dylan's disappearance planned? Was Dylan's disappearance planned? Are you kidding me? Oh yeah, I think so. I think so, because Seven of Pentacles that we got. Seven of Pentacles is planting those seeds. Making plans, planting the seeds. Okay, I'm going to read that out of the guidebook, and then I will, I'll hold it up for you. Planting seeds. It says a pause, states of gratitude, reflecting on your journey, waiting to harvest the fruits of your labor. Oh my gosh, waiting to harvest the fruits of your labor. Yes, like gardening, harvesting, waiting to harvest, a sign to keep going. Okay. Wow. Okay, so did Dylan worry about his safety before he talked to his grandmother on the 28th? Did Dylan ever worry about his safety before he last talked to his grandmother? The High Priestess. High Priestess is number 2. 2 is possessions, finances, material things. High Priestess, she sees but doesn't speak. She sees but doesn't speak. She holds the knowledge. She has psychic visions. She can channel. She has the knowledge. She has information. Wow. And it's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I think inside he did. I think he felt in a way. Maybe subconsciously, or he picked up on the energy, maybe. Okay. All right, so now let's get another deck, and I'm going to use the Muse. All right. Was Kurt told by someone else that Chase was holding Dylan hostage? I want to know. Was Kurt told by someone else that Chase was holding Dylan hostage? Was it because he heard it from someone else? 5 of Materials, which is the 5 of Pentacles. This is being left out in the cold, feeling left out in the cold, or putting yourself out in the cold. I think he put Chase out in the cold. I think he definitely put Chase out in the cold. went right to it. Hardship, worries about safety and security, feelings of being left out, financial difficulties or health struggles, seeking shelter, scarcity. I think he was trying to get any attention off himself, however he could. So I think he made it up. I still get that. I still get that. Okay, so now, if so, was he told by Jim or James? Yeah, let's ask it. Was he told by Brenner? Was he told by Brenner that Chase was holding Dylan hostage? Was Kurt told by Brenner that Chase was holding Dylan hostage? 4 voices. That's 4 swords. That's laid to rest. Laid to rest. Resting after battle. That's interesting. Laid to rest. Sleep, deep rest and renewal, healing, the edge of burnout. Okay. Needing to slow down, taking the time you need, self-love and compassion, retreat. Retreat. Yep, retreat. Okay. Okay. Did Brenner use his guns to hurt anyone in Lucin or near Lucin? Did he ever use his guns to hurt anyone? Ace, yeah. Ace of emotions, Ace of cups. Ace of cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. It's emotions and feelings. It is an overflow of emotions. It's self-cup of love. But Aces is a yes, that he did hurt somebody in or near Lucin, Utah with his guns. Brenner. Okay. All right. And if so, did he use any of his guns on Dylan? Did Brenner use any of his guns on Dylan? Knight of Voices, Knight of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. Again, we got that again. He's the rash and reckless. Very rash and reckless. Oh boy, I think so. Oops, too far. Let's read that. A quick and intelligent, heroic energy. Boldly speaking the truth, swift energy, purposefulness, fast and logical thinking, a drive to succeed, taking action, a need to focus, taking care not to be overbearing. It also says, wings crashing down on the air to lift her massive body. The Knight of Voices makes the impossible look easy. She is quick to rise and to bring massive speed and momentum to the world, using wind speed, coordinates, logic, and gravity. She hoists herself into the air as easily as if she were feather light, or at the very least, she makes it look easy, because her majestic and skillful way of being in the world is both graceful and swift. She swoops in to play the hero again. She wants you to fly ahead with determination without domineering. There's no need to flaunt talents. Flaunt? People were saying that Dylan would flaunt like his money and hard work and stuff like that. Interesting. Let's see. It also says there's no need to flaunt talents or intelligence when you can simply be in the world. Cut through any nebulous clouds with logic and reason and communicate your plans clearly as you fly ahead toward your success. I calculate this risk as I calculate this thrive, and I fly ahead determined with the numbers on my side. I calculate this risk. I calculate this thrive, and I fly ahead determined with the numbers on my side. Okay. Oh my gosh. Seriously? Wow. I am so uncomfortable. I need to be more comfortable. That is so interesting. I think he did. Okay. Did Brenner ever threaten Dylan? Can I just get maybe 1 or 2, please? Did Brenner ever threaten Dylan? Jeez. 8 of Inspiration, which is the 8 of Wands. Eight of Wands can be, yeah, That is so interesting. This is very, very swift and quick, and it can be communication. Can be very swift, like fast, quick communication. Yeah. I think he did threaten Dylan before. Wow. Travel, speed, free-flowing energy, movement, breaking free of stuck patterns, running with an idea when inspiration hits. She whispers of travel, momentum, and movement, speeding through this realm. The Eight of Inspiration wants to share a secret with you. Sometimes you don't need all the answers before you move ahead. When things are not a simple yes or no, you can choose the energy of duality and unanswered questions and just keep going. Sometimes you don't need to choose a side. You don't need the yes or no. You don't need the black or white, because this energy is fast, and if you blink, it's gone, done. It serves more opportunities than failures, and it absolutely feels like flow. This muse whispers that you can make use of speedy energy now. This life is but a flash of moments in a desert of expanding universes. In a desert. Wow. Yep. Okay. Universes, so taking yourself so seriously to the point of slowing your momentum down will serve only to get you caught up in the quicksand of sticky energy. Jump into motion. Go. It's time for fast motion, quick dreams. Velocity, it flows through me. Speeding, running past. Movement slips and timeline whips. These things will happen fast. Oh yeah, I think I kind of picked up on that a little bit. That like possible, it's almost like bipolar behavior, like snap, you know. Yeah, totally. My hair just got caught in my bracelet. What the heck? Okay. Did Chase ever threaten Dylan? That almost knocked that over. Did Chase ever threaten Dylan? We have the Hermit, Virgo energy, number 9. 9 can be overindulgence or wish her to the universe after hard work. The Hermit can be hermiting, hiding, taking a time out. It can be inner knowledge, inner wisdom, inner light, old soul. Then we have the 3 of Inspiration again. That's the 3 of Wands, making plans. And look, the domino effect is falling. And she's out in the desert. Wow. The Hermit, the Hermit. A sage or mentor, wisdom, listening to guidance, introspection, taking time away, listening to your heart, a time for meditation and contemplation, finding your voice, a time out, cautioning against spending too much time alone. That's interesting. And the poem says, in solitude we meet the muse, in solitude she guides, in gratitude she helps us choose, in darkness she confides, and when I search inside her heart she tells me I am free, then in my solitude depart, because this muse is me. Now we've got the making plans. So did he... Hermit could be home life too, from the home. And then now we have the making plans, the 3 of Wands. Again, let's read it out of this guidebook though. Making progress, waiting for things to click into place, expansion of ideas, business opportunities, dreams on the horizon, clear ambitions and goals, a sign that good things are coming, divinely implemented pauses. And the poem says, the dominoes of joy I seek, infectious, happy things. I wait for mine while at the sea with all the songs she brings. It's like, what? Did he have plans to like threaten Dylan? Okay, I'm gonna get another deck for sure. Yeah, this is really interesting. Was Brenner drinking alcohol the day of Dylan's disappearance? I don't know. I'm like so freaking uncomfortable. I'm not this uncomfortable usually when I come in here. Okay, was Brenner drinking alcohol the day of Dylan's disappearance? Was Brenner drinking alcohol the day of his disappearance? Because they have one picture of Brenner that I've seen. And he was wearing a Jack Daniels hat. I swear it says Jack Daniels. It's gotta be. Was Brenner drinking alcohol the day of Dylan's disappearance, please? I mean, that doesn't tell you everything, but he could have been a fan of whiskey. 7 of Wands? Really? That's that defensiveness. Defensive. The bubble around yourself. This one is Revelations Tarot. And it says, he fights all till the end. He is resilient and determined. The fighting spirit is alive within you. Draw on this and keep facing your demons. Interesting, okay? This card advises to keep soldiering on to the very end. This card tells you that no task is too hard to manage and no situation is too daunting to handle. Challenging situations will arise, but resilience will overcome any hurdles. Draw from your personal strengths and the resources around you. Okay, here's what the images and symbolism says. They channel the energies of the wands to move forward and upward. The image gestures toward movement away and utilizing the power from within. On the reverse, they move forward with their wands crossed for protection. The hesitation and caution in movement means that there will be a delay in their journey. Color, royal purples and sapphire blues associated with Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a fire energy. Wands is a fire energy. Okay. Defensiveness. Okay, let's keep going. Was Venstra drinking alcohol the day of Dylan's disappearance? Let's ask that. Was Venstra drinking alcohol the day of his disappearance? Wow, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. Fate, destiny, cycling through karmic lessons. Can be fortune, money. That's interesting. The Wheel of Fortune. Cycle turning, the wheels turning. I think he was driving. He was seen 200 miles away from Lucin. Okay, and he's like a pharaoh too, and he's got that ink. It's the key to life. Key to life. Yeah, the key to life, and he's got a sword too. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune spins in the direction of good fortune and luck. When this card is drawn, it signifies a time of strange coincidences, fortunate meetings, lucky moments, and chance occurrences, all of which put a positive spin on your life. A spin. Yeah, a spin. Like, how do you get when you drink alcohol? Like, it's the world spins. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think so. In the case of an individual, this card may embody an old friend, a lost flame, a benevolent patron, or a caring soul. In terms of situations, this card shines a positive light on any outcome, and usually with abundance. The wheel will spin a full cycle, and at the end of your journey, you will start afresh with something new. Images and symbolism. Once again, the Ankh, the Egyptian symbol for life, is held in the hands of a spinner of the wheel. This card deals with issues of a circle cycle of life in constant motion. Here, the holder of the Ankh is happy for the good fortune that life has presented to him. The actual wheel is adorned with the letters tarot and the Hebrew letters Yod, He, Vav, and He, consonants that made God's true name unpronounceable. The wheel also houses the head of a jackal representing Anubis. There we go, Anubis. Okay. The son of Set and guide to souls going to the underworld. The snake on the wheel represents Set himself as the god of evil. The strong symbols within the wheel are contrasted with the symbols of the life of the cycle of life. I cannot speak. My words are being jumbled. Ugh. Outside the wheel, the angel, spring, the lion summer, the bull autumn, and the eagle winter. We keep getting this in all of Dylan's rounds readings. We get a bull, we get an eagle, sometimes a lion. That's interesting. Okay, that's it. Yep. We keep getting this bull, this eagle, and a lion in all of Dylan's readings. Yeah. Okay. It's freaking hot. All right. Did Brenner see Dylan the day he disappeared? 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 Before Dylan disappeared. How about that? Did Brenner see Dylan before he disappeared? The day though. The day of. 2 wands. Stuck energy. 2 is that possessions, material things, finances. Wands, fire, action. Feeling stuck to take an action. This is a different read. Most definitely. This is definitely a different reading. I don't know what's going on. He channels the energy between the 2 wands to bring forth a creation based on synthesis. The 2 wands signifies a point where creative energies are brought together to flourish and produce. This card foretells prosperity in partnerships and production. The partnering of talents. Yeah, I think so. Yep. Will generate not only a stimulating environment, but also help challenge your partners to achieve higher goals. In a situation, this card heralds a prosperous partnership, venture, or merger of any sort. It also shines positively on the purchase of new investments and properties, along with other matters dealing with money. Yeah, I think, yep, that makes a lot more sense. It's so interesting how each of these creators have been having a lot different meanings in their own ways. This is very interesting. Okay, yeah, I think he did see Dylan the day he disappeared, right before he disappeared. Yeah, okay. Did Chase see Dylan the day of Dylan's disappearance? Did Chase see Dylan the day of Dylan's disappearance? Got that 3 energies again. We have 3 cups now. 3 of cups can be celebration, hanging out, partying, and 3 energies. Okay, I have to ask, is this 3 energies Dylan, Chase, and Brenner? Is that the 3 energies? Is it Dylan, Venstra, and Brenner? 4 swords laid to rest. Resting after battle. Retreat. 3, 4. It could be that Dylan was the 4th energy. Let's ask. Was Dylan the 4th energy then? 8 of Cups, Queen of Cups, and 9 of Wands. So the 8 of Cups is walking away. Walking away. I want to read it out of this guidebook though. Eight of Cups, 8 of Cups, 8 of Cups. Yeah, 8 of Cups is walking away. 8 is 4 doubled. Okay. So it says, away he swims from the troubles of his life. He moves on and abandons all that he has achieved in order to search for meaning, happiness, and contentment. Really? Movement away from emotional stress is indicated here. Bad memories or burdens of the heart will be left behind, and you'll be able to move on with your head held high. You may also be moving away from a relationship or project that has not been rewarding, or has kept you from being happy. In situations, this card suggests a lackluster and boring environment and advises you to walk away from unpleasant events, unnecessary dramas, and negative situations. Okay. It could also highlight the fact that you are currently on a journey moving away from some previous trauma or incident and finding time to deal with your emotional responses. Okay, now the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Same with that Eight of Cups. It's she's a seer, she's nurturing, she's motherly, she's caring. She can channel. Okay. Her eyes are closed, for she sees all within her cup. She is a sensual lover, the alluring fantasy, and the mermaid that haunts the dreams of many. She embodies the magical fantasy that fulfills desires. The Queen of Cups represents a woman who is artistic, expressive, and extremely psychic. Her imagination is vivid, and her creativity shows in all aspects of her life. She is loving and empathetic, gentle in her nature, and emotional in her responses. She will fight for the underdog and side with the weak, for she is the proverbial pillar of emotional support. In situations, this card heralds a time when high creativity and expressiveness is required. Projects may call for a twist of flair or imaginative delivery. Presentations will have to be spruced up. Clients may need a more sympathetic ear to meet their needs. Relationships will be loving and may carry emotional connections that can withstand distance and time. Oh, interesting. Yeah, we're getting some kind of story here. And let's see. The Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is that fire energy. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. It is taking an action to build up a wall to protect how far you've come. Nine of Wands. He finds the strength inside to carry on with the battle. Okay, this may be Dylan's energy. This card urges you to fight on, even though you may feel beaten. Once again, it asks you to draw on the strength and power you have within to carry on till the end. It suggests that your efforts are not in vain and that your reward is not far off. In terms of difficult situations, this card advises to fight on once again and to draw on whatever resources you have left. Difficulties may continue to dog your path, but your efforts will carry you through. Okay, I've got more questions that this may be leading to. Okay, this is getting interesting. Now, let me turn the page. Did Dylan get into an argument with someone before he disappeared? Did Dylan get into an argument before he disappeared? Did Dylan get into an argument right before he disappeared? I might get another deck. Page of Cups. Yeah, I think so. Page of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy again. And this can be that stinky offer or an unexpected offer, message coming in and you're unsure how to feel about it. Page of Cups. Cups, emotions, feelings. She rejoices in her cup. It represents her intuition, which she holds dear. The Page of Cups represents the dawning of intuition within oneself. It manifests in a sudden realization that is outside of logic, and it bears to the individual the mysteries of the unknown. Here you may also find yourself in the infancy of love or happiness in a relationship, or relearning what it is to bear your emotions to others. Bear your emotions to others. So yeah, I think he told somebody how he felt or something, and it may have led to an argument. Okay. When representing others, this card speaks of a young child or adolescent who is just becoming of age and exploring his or her emotional limits and psychic abilities. In situations, this card represents the beginning of an emotional time when the self needs to be explored and understood before moving forward. Okay, that's interesting. All right, let me open my window because it's just too hot and I don't have smoke anymore. So, I'm just done lighting stuff for a minute. Yeah, I think he let his emotions out to someone and told him how he felt, and it may have led to an argument. I'm going to get another deck. Let's do Magical Nordic Tarot. All right. And then I asked, did he physically fight with someone? Dylan physically fight with someone just before he disappeared? Did Dylan physically fight with someone before he disappeared? The Emperor. The Emperor. Aries energy, fire, action. Again, it says maturity on here. There's an owl. That reminds me of the Watchers. The Emperor is in control. He's the king of all kings. He has finances, his emotions intact. He may have an ego. He holds the chess piece. He holds the key. Divine masculine, a male influence, standing your ground, the leader. The leader. Okay, so I think that kind of signified the last question, but did Dylan get into a physical fight just before he disappeared? I think he stood up. Like, I'm the leader, I'm the boss here. I think that's what happened. Is that right? 2 cups. Union, 2 energies. 2 cups mixing, 2 energies mixing. Could be a relationship. Did he stand up to do 2 people? Oh, I just had a card fall on my lap. 8 of Cups. Again, that walking away, and it says doorways. 8 of Cups. Walking away. Did he walk away from these 2 energies? Did he walk away from these 2 energies? Holy crap. Knight of Cups now. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Knight of Cups wears his heart on his sleeve. He pours his emotions and feelings out there to others, and he gets hurt a lot, so he doesn't always finish the race. There's a rainbow behind him, salmon in the river, a white polar bear. He's filling his cup up in the river, and it says dreamer on here. Is this his energy? I think this may be his energy. The Knight of Cups also can be very empathetic, sympathetic, and sensitive. Okay. All right, let's move on. If so, did Dylan fight with Brenner? Did Dylan have a physical fight with Brenner just before he disappeared? That flew. 3 of Swords. 3 swords again. The affairs of the heart. 3 swords in the heart. 3-way hurt. 3 energies hurt. Affairs of the heart. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I still keep getting 3 energies like this everything reading. Okay, how about this? Did 3 energies hurt Dylan? Oh, I cannot do that. I'm sorry. Way too many, and it knocked over Archangel Gabriel, the blessing card. I'm wondering. I don't know. Okay, were there 3 energies that hurt Dylan? Tower. Tower. And there's 3 main towers. There's a little bit more, but there's 1 big tower and 2 that are about the same size. There's a dragon coming through, and it says foundation. So the tower is crumbling of the foundation. Nothing will ever be the same. Your life just instantly changing. Okay. Okay. If there's another vehicle going by my house. Anyway, if there was a fight, did Dylan end up taking his boots off? Did Dylan end up taking his boots off because of a physical fight? King of Swords again, and Page of Wands. King of Swords is that Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. It says on here structure. This is about truth and justice. He sees things in black and white. He can be the lawman. It can be the Watchers. I think that is true. I think he took his own boots off. The Page of Wands, it says on here, innocent. Page of Wands, pages can be young, immature, a message, an offer to take an action. So yeah, I think that is true that he took his own boots off and he had an action to do that, like an opportunity to do that. Here's the King of Swords. I think he took his own boots off. Page of Wands. And there's 2 white rabbits. Okay. Was that why there was a spot of blood? Was it because of a physical fight? Now another page. Another page. It says new experiences on here. This is a Page of Pentacles. Pages can be young and mature, and offer a message. Pentacles is material things, finances, material possessions. It can be his boots. And it says new experiences. Page of Pentacles can be an offer and a message, can plant that new seed to grow your abundance in material ways, possessions. Okay. Did Dylan get chased down? Whoa. 4 cups. And it says on here awareness. 4 cups can be overlooking, dismissing, and ignoring a possible feeling or an emotion. It says on here awareness. Awareness. Okay, let's ask again. Did Dylan get chased down? Did Dylan get chased down? Did Dylan get chased down, please? Ace of Pentacles. Where is it? That Page of Pentacles. Now we have the Ace of Pentacles. Aces can be yes. On this one, it says luck. I think he got chased down. Okay. If so, by Brenner? Did Brenner chase Dylan down? Was Brenner one that maybe chased Dylan down? Five of Swords, conflict. 5 of Swords can be winning at all costs. Conflict. Wow. Okay, I'm going to get another deck. Let's do the Tarot of the Divine. If so, was Brenner alone? That was my next question. So I asked if Brenner chased Dylan down, and we got that conflict card, winning at all cost. If so, was Brenner alone? If Brenner chased Dylan down, was Brenner alone? Was Brenner alone with Dylan? Whoa. 8 of Wands. Swift, quick. Swift and quick. And this bird is alone. What the heck? It can be swift, quick communication too. This has been very interesting. That's for sure. I need to get this going. Okay, can we please get more clear answers? I know we're getting there. I know it takes time. Can you help us understand the cards a little bit better? Okay, my next question is number 22. Everything went out. It's crazy. I had like 2 of these incense going. I had the sage, and I had, well, you've seen that smoke with the resin. Oh my gosh. That was quite powerful, but it burned pretty quick. Okay. So, all right, here we go. Did Brenner and Venstra ever hang out? Did Brenner and Venstra ever hang out? Did Brenner and Venstra ever hang out? Knight of Wands. Oh, no. King of Wands. Sorry. King of Wands. Interesting. King of Wands is a Leo. Sagittarius, Aries, possibly. Fire, action. The King of Wands takes action. He may have an ego. He always wins. He always takes action. I want to read that out of the guidebook, actually. Somebody's sneezing. Very last one in this guidebook. It's the Phoenix, East Asian mythology. It says the King of Wands is a symbol of strength. The legend of the Phoenix spans many cultures, but in all of them, the Firebird represents nobility, rebirth, strength, and loyalty, honesty, passion, leadership, charm, flexibility. Okay. Flexibility. Were Brenner and Venstra together the day Dylan disappeared? Were Brenner and Venstra together the day Dylan disappeared? Were Brenner and Venstra together the day Dylan disappeared? The Magician. The Magician. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. The Magician is manifesting, creating things. It can be manipulative. It's the Magician, magic. Wow. Oh, I think it would, oh, there it is. The fairy godmother from the Cinderella story. French fairy tale. The magician is a helping hand. She has the ability to change raw materials into something wonderful and dreaming into doing. But she is only the helping hand. It is up to the protagonist to use her support, moving forward to do the right thing. Originality, self-confidence, skill and breakthrough, resourcefulness. I think that's a yes. The magician is number 1. 1's usually an ace. I think they were together. Were they together on Dylan's farm the day Dylan disappeared? Were 5 of swords again. Winning at all costs. Winning at all costs. Conflict. Oh boy. Wow. Osiris, Set, and Isis. Egypt. And look, 2 energies. Egyptian mythology. The 5 of swords represents a fight won through deceit. Set overthrows his brother Osiris and is seen gloating over his brother's inconsolable wife Isis. While Set represents a tyrant of a victor, Isis is a defeated combatant who will eventually bring about Set's defeat. Surrender, betrayal, bullying, violence, crime. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. If so, were there anyone else with them? Was there anyone else with Brenner and Chase the day Dylan disappeared? Was there anyone else with Chase and Brenner the day Dylan disappeared? 3 coins. I think one other person. 3 energies. There's 3 people on here. Gosh. 3 coins is 3 of pentacles. It's cooperation, commitment, and contracts. Banjakri and Banjakrini. Nepal, Tamang mythology. The 3 of coins represents learning from one another. The fierce
Kukri and Banja Krini teach their apprentice how to become a shaman. They are demanding teachers, but their student is dedicated. All three in hard work that pays off with the success of a new generation. Studying, growth, collaboration, success, recognition. I think there was one other person with them. Oh my gosh. Was any of the Wadsworths with Chase and Brenner the day Dylan disappeared? Strength, Leo, fire again, action. Oh, I just had another card pop out. Now we have the Knight of Cups. So the strength is Leo, taming the beast, the lion and the lamb. Strength, courage. Tam Lynn, Scotland, Scottish fairy tale. The strength card is about willpower and determination, focus, persistent. Check this out. So on this card, she is wrestling a alligator slash lion slash bear. It's like 3 in 1. Okay, she's wrestling them. Focus, persistence, and the ability to confidently stare any challenge in the face and overcome it. This is not physical strength, but a purity of heart and purpose, courage, conviction, control, determination, patience. Now we have the Knight of Cups again. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He puts his emotions and cups out there, his feelings out there, gets hurt a lot, doesn't always finish the race, and is sensitive and sympathetic. And look at the eagle. It's Heyyy the hunter, Mongolian legend. The Knight of Cups is a messenger. Heyyy is a kind and gentle, while also willing to take a stand for what he believes in. Heyyy provides for his village, and after befriending a dragon, he willingly sacrifices himself to save everyone he loves. Chivalry, affection, invitations, taking action, meaningful gifts. Okay. All right. Did Dylan fight 3 other energies the day he disappeared? Did Dylan fight 3 other energies the day he disappeared? Seven of Wands. Defensiveness. Defensiveness again. This is John Henry. Alabama American folktale. The Seven of Wands represents an indomitable force against all odds. Look at him. He's alone, okay, with all the stakes. Okay, guys. Against all odds, John Henry stands up for what he believes in and is willing to fight to the bitter end. His courage and resolve is an inspiration even to those who disagree with him. Endurance, attack, fighting for beliefs, perseverance, mounting a defense. Okay. Was Dylan ambushed? That wanted to go back in. Was Dylan ambushed, please? Holy crap. Oh my god, you guys. We have the Star and we have the Queen of Coins. The Star is Aquarius energy. She's the Rapunzel in this tarot. It's a wish heard. It's Star being presence. It's vulnerability, okay? Vulnerability. I think he was definitely ambushed by at least 3 other energies. That's what I think. Let's find the Star. Sister Alanushka and brother Ivanushka. Russian fairy tale. The Star is a symbol of hope after a disaster, the need to remain positive after misfortune, to remember that things can get better again. It is staying calm and open to future possibilities. Seeing your situation with open eyes, mind and heart, hope, serenity, inspiration, insight, and spirituality. Now we have the Queen of Coins, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. She will turn down a lowball offer. She's the most financial abundant queen. She kind of has a little attitude. It's Warramarangunda, Northern Australia, Gingwingo deity. The Queen of Coins is an eager mother, ready to bring new life. She has traveled the world, blessing her many children. She is always moving, loving, and ever practical. She teaches her children how to help themselves. A healer, luxury, being grounded, practicality, movement. You know that what this reminds me of is possibly, it says the mother and her children, you know. It reminds me of the supposed militia group out there, and that this energy told their children militia group to attack the vulnerable. Am I right? Is that right? Is that right? Three of Swords again. Three of Swords again. Three-way heartbreak, three-way hurt, three swords in the heart, possible three energies. There's lightning in the background as well. Crane wife, Japanese fairy tale. Oh my gosh, the Three of Swords represents betrayal. Yeah, betrayal. Okay. The crane wife asks her husband for privacy, but he spies on her, only to discover she was hurting herself to help him. His spying was treacherous, but so was her inability to trust him with her secret. Heartbreak, self-harm, sadness, grief, separation. Oh my gosh. Guys. Okay, we've got to move on. Here in a minute, I'm going to get another deck. Where am I? Let's see. Was Dylan hanging out with anyone the day he disappeared? Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. Ten's usually no for me. I don't think he was really hanging out with somebody before he disappeared. I think he was freaking ambushed. Ten of Wands can be taking action to pack your bags, to get a restart, to put your burdens down. Yeah, I think he was just straight up ambushed. Timbo tree, Paraguay, Guarani legend. The Ten of Wands represents taking on too much and refusing to accept help. When Sagu's daughter went missing, he searched alone in vain. Are you kidding me? Wow. That is so interesting. A timbo tree grew from his ear when he died, bearing fruits he labored but was unable to enjoy. Overwhelmed, stress, obligation, refusing aid, duty. Wow. All right, let's get another deck. Wow. This is a lot, you guys. I swear every single time I do, well, you know what? Ever since I did the third Dylan Rounds reading, I had to do it in 4 parts, but it was so long, that one reading. I don't know. Ever since I've done that reading, they've been so freaking long. Okay, now, if so, how many people? Were there 3 energies, 2? Is Dylan the third energy? We've already asked that. Did Chase Venstra drive or get to 200 miles away to have an alibi? Did he go 200 miles away to get an alibi because he knew what happened? 5 of Staffs, which is the 5 of Wands. This is struggling, fighting, arguing, battling, warring. Yeah. Some kind of battle, argument, struggle, fight. Can you give me a yes or no? Did he drive 200 miles away to have an alibi? Queen of Staffs now, the Queen of Wands. Staffs, Wands, fire. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Fire, fire, fire. Okay. She reclaims her power. She stands up for herself. She will take action. She gets self-recognition. She has this black cat, sunflowers, looks like an eagle, 2 eagles on her chair in the background. Let me read this one out of the guidebook. Last time I could not find this little book. Where's the wands? The heck, there it is. The Queen. Oh yeah, it goes backwards. Divinatory meanings: a sympathetic and understanding person, friendly, loving, chaste, practical, charm and grace, gracious hostess, sincere interest in others. Maybe not. Oh my gosh. Now we have the Seven of Cups. Confusion, fantasyland, dreamy, head in the clouds, multiple opportunities, and you're unsure what to do about it. That could be his energy and could have been led to confusion and not know what to do. To cover for himself, did he drive there to cover for himself? Did he drive 200 miles away or get 200 miles away to cover for himself? Six of Swords. This is travel. This is moving out of troubled waters and moving to a more calmer ground and travel. Yeah. Okay. This is so interesting. Okay, after a couple more questions, I'm going to end this one. This is going to be part 1 of Brenner and Chase, or Venstra, and then I'll do the last part. I just can't believe this. All right. Was Chase part of Dylan's disappearance in any way? Was Chase part of Dylan's disappearance in any way? Was Chase part of Dylan's disappearance in any way, please? Ten of Pentacles. 10 is usually a no. 10 of Pentacles is your most financial, abundant life. You've got stability, you have structure, you have finances, you have emotional abundance as well. Wow. Does Brenner have any part of Dylan's disappearance in any way? Brenner. King of Staffs, King of Wands now. He always wins. He may have an ego. He takes action. Leo energy, Sagittarius, Aries, fire, passion. That's interesting. We just got that Queen of Staffs, Wands. And now we have the King. An honest and conscientious person. Mature, wise, devoted, friendly, sympathetic, educated, a gentleman, generally married, fatherly. Man, this is just so interesting. Okay, did Dylan ever drink with Brenner? Did Dylan ever drink with Brenner? Jeez. 3 again, 3 of Staffs, which is the 3 of Wands. Planning, taking action to plan things. It can be barking, trading. Wow. Plans to drink? What freaking crap is going on? Why is this so difficult? Practical knowledge, business acumen, enterprise, negotiations, trade, commerce. That's for this specific tarot meaning. Trade. Okay. Did Dylan ever drink with Venstra? Ooh, we got an ace. Ace of Pentacles. Aces is a yes. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna do, I'll do one more and then I'm gonna end this part 1. So did someone use a weapon on Dylan? Did someone use a weapon on Dylan before he disappeared? Did someone use a weapon on Dylan before he disappeared? Strength. Yeah, I think so. Strength, Leo, fire, passion, again. Taming the beast, the lion and the lamb. Strength, courage, conviction, energy, resolution, defiance, actions, confidence, zeal, matter over mind, and alternatively mind over matter, accomplishment.
Yeah, I think there was a weapon used for sure.
All right, you guys, this is going to be the ending of part 1 of Venstra and Brenner's reading, okay? Again, all this information is for entertainment purposes only. Let me know what you have gotten out of this reading. If you've seen anything, if you heard me say something, if you've seen something on the card that I didn't say out loud, or maybe I didn't catch, or whatever, let me know. I would love for you to let me know. This has just been so crazy and interesting. I cannot believe this is as long as it's taking. It's bizarre. All right, so I'm gonna go right into number 2, part 2. So you'll see me there. And thank you guys for being here. Please like, comment, subscribe, share if you want to, if you know anybody who'd be interested in watching. And lots of love and light to you all. I will see you guys in part 2, okay? Thank you so much.